All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let me go ahead and turn this music off. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Strategic Sundays. Win the Week with Coach Sherea VéJauan. We're going to master our productivity, achieve our goals, um, and let me get rid of what am I getting rid of? This QR code. All right, there we go. Master your productivity, achieve your goals, and pursue your passions. And I have to remember to put up the chat sometimes when you guys have questions. So I'll try to remind myself to do that throughout this session. Are you tired of feeling overwhelmed and unprepared? That is our goal here today, is to help you plan out the week. So a lot of our times are spent trying to catch up and all these things coming at us during the week. But as someone who's struggled with chaotic weeks and missed opportunities, so I understand the importance of planning. I've been a super planner for years. I've always had a to-do list. I'm always at the store with a list. But effective planning is a skill, and it's a gift that keeps on giving. So today I'm going to share with you some of the strategies and techniques that I've learned, and then also helping you go through your goal planner and your 2024 uh, calendar so that we win the week. So I am Coach Sherea VéJauan. I help individuals achieve their goals and dreams through the power of goal setting by utilizing my yearly goals journal and joining our exclusive monthly membership program. The goal is to get most out of your week by planning in advance, staying on task with the goals you set for yourself, to schedule your priorities rather than prioritizing your schedule. Create, which is what I used to do. I used to say, hey, if it's not on my calendar, I'm not doing it. So then I wasn't open to any change. You want to meet with me? You got to wait till my next calendar. But sometimes you have to make space for opportunities, new opportunities, unplanned things. But if you don't have a plan, so once somebody asks me, hey, can you come here? Can you do this? Or can you do this? I look at my calendar first. So I'm not double planning. I'm not overbooking. I'm not overstretching. And so the planning, you don't want to make your calendar a slave. You want to use it to be more productive. And the ultimate goal for planning is to reclaim your time so you show up better in the world and have more time to focus on what truly matters, which is you, your life, your passions, your purpose, to set and achieve your goals, to have time to pursue your dreams and to live out your purpose. And so if we are busy at the grocery store or busy running errands that could be automated or delegated, we miss opportunities to get closer to our goals and our dreams and our passions. And so that is the ultimate purpose of this session for us planning. And so at the end of the day, you're getting closer to pursuing your dreams and passions. Okay, so make sure you guys have your downloads ready. Make sure you're in the right place, a space to work on your goals. Get your coffee. I already drank my coffee. I probably need some water at this point. And let's get ready to go. So repetition is a key to forming new habits. So again, each week, if you're here with me, you'll notice that we repeat the same core information. Every week, I try to add some new tips or strategies or something to the formula, but basically we're going through the same thing. Repetition. We're going through our planner, which is the 2024 daily planner. If you don't have that, go ahead and scan that QR code. So we'll be using that in this session. It includes your 2024 goals journal and your 2024 planner, and it is a PDF version. And you can put that in you can print it out. You can put that inside your Good Notes, which is really good if you have an iPad and you have the Good Notes app. And then after the session, my hope is that you will spend a few more hours doing the deeper work on your schedule, your planner, your menu. You have your goals journal, you have your planner, you have a planning checklist. There's a planning checklist that comes in the 1-year success program. If you have your business marketing calendar, if you're in our program, if you use so you can either print them out. I also put mine in a 3-ring binder. So I have mine in a binder, and then I have them labeled by events in here. All right. Reflection. So we start with reflection. So there's a quote: follow effective action with quiet reflection. From quiet reflection will come even more effective action. And so effective action, when you sit back and you reflect on last week, what happened, what didn't happen, what could have happened, missed opportunities, how can you make the week better, surprises from the world, surprises about yourself that you learn. Maybe you learn some things about yourself. So sitting back before you're planning the week could help you with more effective action to say, hey, you know what? Last week I was spinning around. I went to the store 10 times. Maybe this week you say, hey, I went to the store 10 times. I still didn't get everything I needed. How about making a list? How about getting DoorDash? How about getting stuff delivered? So you start thinking about what was hectic for you last week, and how you can make it a more productive week. So in your planner, there is a worksheet called Strategy. Well, it used to be Strategy Saturday. We changed it to Strategic Sundays. What was your overall mood last week? How did I do in regards to my goal progression last week? I achieved the following last week. Next week, could I do anything better next week to see better results? What do I need to do to stop? Hold on 1 second. See how I can pause. All right, apologize about that. So there's a list of questions. Am I on track to achieve my yearly goals, or do I need to adjust my timeline? Does my schedule need to be adjusted? So for me, well, I can't say that yet here. My schedule is going to change. Tomorrow, I think, there's some reflections that I had to do with myself and my family. So next week, there's going to be a change to my schedule. So I need to adjust my whole wake up, go to bed, driving time, all that's going to change. And let me show you what it looks like first. Let me take that down. So your worksheet looks like this, where you get to, you start your reflection. There's a space for you to write out, extra notes. Then you go into your calendar. Your calendar has like this week's goals, this week priorities. You have personal to-do list. You have your habit tracker. You have your number one goal for the week. You have your top 3 priorities. So when you write out your calendar, I always start with my number one goal for that day, my top 3 priorities. And then you have all your things on the side, your personal to-do list, things that you have to do. And then your habit tracker. What habits do you need to do all week that's going to bring you closer to your goals and moving the needle? And then go ahead and now personally, I wake up at 3:30 or 4 o'clock. So starting this calendar for me is kind of late. So 7 a.m. to 9. What I do, and I know it's a bit much. I think we talked about this before. I still handwrite because it's more therapy. So once I put my calendar together for the whole week, then I dump it into my Google Calendar. Let me just check the chat real quick. There's nobody in the chat. I attach it to my Google Calendar so that it is electronic. Okay. And this is, oh wait. Okay, and then this is page 2, and then you have your notes to put at the bottom. You have a space to put your weekly bills. And then you have a space to write out your weekly menu plan and your goal accountability tracker. And this is not a calendar. This is based on the goals that you set for the week. What routines do you need to put in place in order to achieve those? All right. So now you're reflected. Your goal is to reflect and expect. What was last week's reflections, and what do you expect based on that to be changed this week? Okay. And now you go to your anniversary, your birthdays, your special events that are coming up, so you don't forget the important things. So we have your anniversary calendar. That's in the back of your planner. And then you have your birthday calendar. And again, you can put this in your good notes, and then I go from there to my Google Calendar. And then I use the Celebrate Everyday calendar, because that keeps you up to date on some of the fun things, some of the Women's History Month, things like that, so you don't forget those things around you. And you can get that calendar on Amazon. And then you want to check out if you have your kids' calendar. I'm a part of a couple of accountability groups. We have our own calendar that we work by. I have my church calendar. I have my work calendar. I have my business calendar. And so as you put together your personal, you want to include these things too. What's coming up? So, spring break, like I don't care about spring break. Spring break doesn't affect me. I don't have kids in school anymore, but it does affect you. It affects you if you're planning to travel. It affects you if you're in an area where spring break is, popular in that area. It affects you because there's certain deals or specials or prices may go up during that time. So just because spring break doesn't necessarily affect you, it does. We talked about that this morning in one of my accountability groups. If something is coming up in the world, election day or things like that, you want to know about those things because they do spill over into your everyday life. So we have Easter coming up, March 31st. We have April Fool's Day. We have Tax Day. We have Earth Day. And then May is, I jumped ahead. May 1st, we go into a new goal category. And then again, if you're in our 1-year success program, you have a checklist, and it's just a checklist to remind you of some things to put on your calendar so you don't forget them. Your doctor's appointments, your gym sessions, your self-care, if you're doing your facial or your grooming, your nails, your pedicures. You want to check the weather, planning your outfits for the week. So getting your car wash, car maintenance, maybe you need oil, gas up. So these things, if you need gas, you need to wash your car, but you got up late this Saturday, you got up late on Monday. Well, guess what? Now you're late for work. It just creates a cycle. If you know in advance, fill your car up, get it washed, get your clothes in order, because it creates a ripple effect. And then the day is off. You're flustered throughout the day if you start off track. Getting your monthly budget together, making sure you know what's coming up this week with your automatics. Meal planning, depending on how many people that are in your home, this can make a significant impact on your week. Planning in advance, shopping, your budget. If you're by yourself, you can make adjustments depending on what your diet is. And then inside of your planner, you do have a meal planning guide. What are you making Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? And then you could follow some of these guidelines that I have, like meat Bliss Monday, Taco Tuesday, Wellness Wednesday, Crockpot Thursday, Fast Food Friday. And you want to gear it towards your schedule. Maybe you work late on Tuesdays. So maybe that's not a taco day for you. Maybe that's your crock pot day. Maybe you work late on Mondays and you just want to make sure your family's eating. Maybe you don't even come home on one of these days. Maybe you need to have a crock pot day 2 times. Maybe you need to order food out every Monday if you know you have meetings on Monday. So how your schedule is, that's how you maintain your meal planning. I'm going to skip this. Okay, so goal setting. So here's a simple plan that we work on with our goals. We want to do our goal review and reflection. We want to focus on our monthly goal category. This month, we're focused on finance. We want to review our top 12 goals for 2024. You want to go back to that and review your number one goals that you set for yourself and make sure you're incorporating that into your weekly routine. And then you want to work on your reading plan. So our March reading plan, we are on March 24th. You should be creating your weekly, monthly, and yearly routines. So is it page 98? Maybe that's not the right page. I'm working. I know it's crazy because even though we're in the 2024 goals journal, I am working on the 2025. And so I have to be careful that I'm not giving you guys the wrong pages. I apologize for that. Let me just check that real quick. So March is going to be page 89 to 98. All right. Oh, page is 98. So page 98 is what you should be working on this week, which is creating your routines. And so you want to create so we've been working on our financial goals all month. So now you want to create routines for your financial goals. So Monday might be Money Monday. You know, that's the day you create your budget. You create your, you're working on your reviewing your bank statements, your taxes, or you could do Tax Tuesday. Maybe Tuesday is the day you get all your receipts together. You scan them in. You work on your, what do I have? QuickBooks. Maybe Thursday is Thrift Thursday, where you're looking at things that you could buy on a budget. So whatever it is that you have for your routines, you want to get those together. So that way, when you go into the month of April, even though you're not working diligently on your financial goals, you're bringing those routines over into April. Every month is building on the next month. So that way, by the end of December, you have routines set up to live a balanced life, like brushing your teeth. Once you keep these routines together, you don't have to work as hard. You still want to be working, but you'll be working differently and diligently. And then you want to take those and put those here on your accountability tracker. And you see here, I have some sample routines set up for you. So just say, and of course, this does not take place of counseling or marriage counseling, what you need, but here, Marriage Monday. So it's a day you work on your relationship goals. So maybe your goal is to work on your marriage. Monday could be that day. So every Monday you set aside a time block between either 7 and 8 p.m. Okay, Mondays is going to be your movie night. Monday is going to be your coffee night. Monday is going to be the night that you have your conversations. Or you might say Tuesday is going to be Table Talk Tuesday. Every Tuesday at dinner, I'm going to set this time to talk to my spouse about whatever. There's all sorts of conversation cards and things that are available. So that's an example. My goal is to help you achieve your goals as you weave them into your regular everyday life. So goal setting should not be a burden. It shouldn't be stressful. It shouldn't be another thing you have to do. But if you figure out how to, again, if you're working on your marriage and you eat dinner, why not incorporate that dinner with that goal? So try to find regular everyday activities that you can add. So Meatless Monday. So if you're already going to eat on Monday, Just make that meal a meatless meal. Not only are you helping yourself, you're helping your body break down food faster, you're also helping the environment. So you're kind of doing two things at once. Take a break Tuesday for your self-care goals. And maybe every Tuesday you take a whole break for the whole day. You don't do anything. Or maybe you take, 5-10 minute breaks. Every Tuesday, you're going to make sure you take a break for yourself and take a walk. So if you take a break and take a walk, you're doing two things at the same time. You're working on your health and fitness, and you're working on your self-care. So that is the purpose of the goals journal, is to help you incorporate. This is not a calendar. This is just a routine, and it should be based on the goals that you set up for yourself in the beginning of the year. What are you reading? So we've heard so many times that readers are leaders. What are you reading next week? So these are the books that I'm reading. If you are part of the Goal Setters Club, the 1-year success program, we have a 2024 book list. These are books that we read every month that coincide with the topics that we're learning. We are reading Get Good with Money by Tiffany Aliche. I'm in another book club. I told you guys I'm in 7 book clubs. We are reading the Pivot Year. We're reading this 1 page a year. For me, one of my number one goal for the year is self-love for myself, because I believe all relationships are going to be built on the relationship I have with myself. So just continuing to talk to myself, speak good words to myself, take care of myself. And so this book, my self-love workbook for women. And then 100 Million Leads is what I'm reading in one of my book clubs. And now we're getting ready to reread 100 Million Offers. And then Worthy. That's in another book club I'm in. So set aside 10 minutes or enough, 30 minutes, 10 pages a day. We usually read about 10 pages a day in one of my book clubs every night. And then we get together in the morning and talk about it. And if you are part of our Empower Hour book club, that's on Amazon. I'm going to put a scan code on there. All right. And then your resources. Again, the 2024 Goals Journal is your resource for you. Your 2024 planner. We have a playlist, the Strategic Sundays playlist on Spotify. We have a business marketing calendar that's available. You have all the resources you need to help you achieve your goals. We have a digital ebook goals bundle that includes the digital version of the calendar and the goals journal. And then we have our 1-year success program, which is here on the side that you can scan the QR code on. All right, you guys. So thank you so much. My quote for this session is, it wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. It was not raining. He was building. He was listening. He was planning. He was praying. He was making sure he had clear instructions from God. So when God brought the rain, he was ready to move. And so that's similar to the season that I'm in right now. I'm building, I'm planning, I'm preparing, I'm working. And so when the rain comes, I'll be ready. And so do your plans this week so that when things come up, all you have to do is do a simple adjustment. All right, you guys. Well, I will see you next Sunday. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And make sure you spend some more time after this session to do the deeper planning, to do your meal planning, to plan out your routines, to get your reading list together. And I will see you next week.